to fulfill orders on Shopify. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can get started with order fulfillment on Shopify. Now, order fulfillment is obviously one of the most key components of any business, and whenever you are accepting orders, fulfillment can be done in two different ways. Now, fulfillment can either be from you or from your supplier. If you're doing dropshipping, then fulfillment is going to be based on your supplier, and if you're selling products, then fulfillment is going to be based on you. However, payments are also two different types. So payments can either be partial payments or complete payments. Partial payments are payments such as cash on delivery payments where the customer hasn't paid, but they have ordered the product, and those types of payments are not going to come through until you fulfill the order. So let's get started and take a look at all the different ways we can fulfill orders on Shopify. For this, I'm going to go into my Shopify store and I'm going to place an order by myself. I've already placed this order and this is a cash on delivery order. I'll also show you guys how you can test out order fulfillment using a Bogus gateway. So whenever you receive an order on Shopify, you're going to go into the order section on the left. You will find this icon. So I have one order that I haven't taken a look at, and that is why I'm getting this icon. Now, when you're getting this icon, you can proceed by simply going on ahead and then just clicking on the order. So this is the order. I can open up the order to view more order details. Then below that, we have payment pending as well as fulfillment. I can click on fulfill item, and when I click on fulfill item, I can simply add the tracking number that I get from the courier. And then once I do that, I can enable a notification for my customer. I'm going to click on print packing slip. I'm going to slap this packing slip on the parcel that I'm sending out. Usually I just slap this on top or just add it as an invoice inside, and then click on fulfill item. When I click on fulfill item, the item will be fulfilled. Do make sure to add a tracking number. This is just a sample for you guys to see, and the item is going to be fulfilled. Let's say the item was fulfilled and now it has been delivered. So once it's delivered, I would mark it as paid, and the method was cash on delivery. Then once you do that, your order is going to be fulfilled and then archived. Now, let's say something happens and you have to order a return or a refund. You're going to go back into that order, and you guys can see you have two options on the top right. You have a return option and a refund option. Let's say this is going to be a refund. I can click on refund over here and I can refund them shipping, and you can add the reason for the refund and the product as well. And from here, you have the refund amount. If you collected the payment via a card, you can reimburse the customer directly into that card. However, if you have not collected the payment via a card, then you're going to have to manually send out the payment in the form of cash. And we're just going to add that over here. This will show us the total refund amount, and then we can refund that amount. However, if you have a return that happens, you can click on the return section and then create the return. You can upload the return label and the customer can send the package back to you. Now, what happens when an order is prepaid, and how can you fulfill orders that are prepaid? So to simulate a prepaid order, first I'm going to go into Shopify and then enable a Bogus gateway payment method. So for that, I'm just going to go on ahead, see all other providers. Once I go, I'm going to select Bogus gateway, and this is just for testing, and we add one as our credit card number when we want to simulate an approved transaction. And currently for testing, we are reactivating this. Now, once we've activated this and I go back into my Shopify store, I'm just going to wait. This is my Shopify store. I'm going to add this product. Click on buy it now. Once I click on buy it now, I'm just going to add the last name, address, city, all of that. And then I'm going to add the credit card number. Let's say it's 1033, and then the security code is 1111. Then it's going to be Midge, Maisel, and then we're just going to click on pay now. Okay, mm@gmail.com, and then we're just going to pay now. Now, once a customer has paid for their order, your fulfillment is going to look a bit different because for paid orders, you don't have to necessarily worry about any fraudulent deliveries or any fraud. The risk of fraud is mitigated a lot when it comes to prepaid orders. So when you have a prepaid order like this, you're going to go back, you're going to see it in your order section. When you take a look at this, you will see the order is already paid. Click on the fulfillment. Once you do that, this will open up the product. Now from here, you're going to see the option to fulfill the item. Once you click on fulfill item, you want to add order tracking, especially when it comes to a product that is already paid. Let's say this is the tracking number that we have, 4 zeros. And you can add the carrier. So you have a bunch of different carriers worldwide. So global carriers are available in Shopify. You can just search for whichever carrier they are using. And if it's a different carrier, you can just click on other and enter the carrier tracking URL. So if you're using a shipping provider that is not listed in Shopify, simply search for it and you will probably easily find it. You don't have to search around too long, and you can just paste the URL and then click on fulfill item. Once you do that, you will see that the item has been fulfilled and archived, and for your end, you have completed the order fulfillment. Now, this type of order fulfillment is going to be when it comes to products that you are shipping by yourself. So things such as whatever you have your own inventory of, you're shipping yourself. However, if you are someone that is selling products that you do not have, so you're doing drop shipping, then you're going to fulfill items via a third party. For example, I have AutoDS added or any other dropshipping tool. When you're using a dropshipping tool, here comes a limitation of dropshipping. If you are looking to fulfill orders on a dropshipping tool, the payment needs to be made in advance. So if you're offering cash on delivery on your website, then you're going to have to pay them by yourself and then fulfill the item so the item can be delivered to the customer, or you can just disable cash on delivery. And whenever someone purchases a product by a card, automatically the amount that was set as your purchase amount is going to be sent to your supplier. And then you can click on request fulfillment. Then you will have to request fulfillment under orders. It's not going to give you the option to directly fulfill the item. You can click on request fulfillment. They will get all the details of the customer and directly ship out that product to the customer. Now, if a customer has a mixed order where some of the products they've ordered are from you, let's say we are creating our own makeup, but the clothing on our store is drop shipped, then your customer is going to receive 2 split parcels of the items, and you're going to have to ship out your products by yourself, and your supplier will ship out the product by themselves. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.